Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Let's talk about what we can expect for PLTR and the stock market trading in the upcoming week. Right now, overnight futures are trading in the positive. This is after Friday's stronger than expected jobs report. However, right now with PLTR specifically, we are sitting at a really critical level of support. We've talked about this technical pattern of the head and shoulders has been discussed for a while now, but it's doing a good job holding this level. And in addition, we have important inflationary data that's going to be coming out in just a few days. So if you are a new or returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos. And of course, as you guys all know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Now, where we sit with PLTR is at this neckline in terms of support at this head and shoulders pattern. And what we've seen is a good reversal here triggered at that about 22 area, that 22.40, 23.40. We talked about this, but where Palantir sits right now is at about $23. So further consolidation here will be important, especially in this critical area. If we see any type of pullback, a sell-off, we could see testing at about that $20 before. We don't want to get down here before this gap area it becomes tested if we see a pullback. Right now, let's talk about what we have. Like I said, futures are trading slightly in the positive with overnight trading. This came after the stronger than expected jobs report that came last Friday, that jobs and wages are rising and aggregate payrolls are actually outpacing inflation. This is great news and is good for fueling the economy where we're sitting right now, as the Fed really does seem unbothered about the robust employment gains. What investors and what specifically Wall Street's going to be looking at in this next coming week are looking at the rising bond yields and oil prices, as we're seeing 10-year treasury yields that are surging nearly 20 basis points. And now the question is, looking at the CPI report, Bank of America here comes out with a prediction believing that Wednesday's inflation report should show a moderation in price pressures, providing confidence to the Fed rate cut in June. Now, this is going to be really important because we have the Fed that is continuing to hold the interest rates at a level. And right now, the market is ignoring all these probabilities that are decreasing with the Fed actually decreasing interest rates. If we continue to see this, and if we see this first interest rate cut, this is going to bring a lot of volatility across the market. Specifically, looking at here at Palantir, a bullish thing that we've seen pop up and that we saw last Thursday was their announcement of the Oracle partnership and collaborating with AI solutions with the cloud service provider of Oracle. I can't stress with how strong and how important this is to really drive Palantir's sales and their revenue growth metrics. And specifically, if we look at PLTR earnings coming here in early May, we're still continuing to see those earnings per share revisions in the bullish directions. So things are looking great right now for PLTR. This comes after that whole slew of things last week and even the week before of all those multiple analysts coming together to change their price targets. We're actually seeing price targets increasing here. We talked about this in the last video, going high, $48. This is what this is. Now, these are high price targets, but not out of the realm of complete justification. It's just a battle with how much investors are really caring about right now with the valuation. That's one of the biggest criticisms for PLTR, as we see sitting here in the D and the F range. However, a lot of these AI stocks carry with a high valuation. This is a speculative play by nature. It's AI with AI boom that we have right now in the demand. It makes sense that investors are paying for a premium, especially with the last few earnings reports that have been historical for PLTR. People are betting that these earnings reports are still going to continue to be bullish. So that carries a bullish valuation behind with it. Now, one thing that I do like to see that I did want to specifically talk about PLTR and why one of the big key catalysts for AIP getting involved into these different private sectors is a great growth revenue metric for PLTR. And one big thing is that the partnerships that we've seen announced with PLTR with Lowe's, Kohl's, and Walgreens right here in the past few months is that according to this interesting study right here, the average return on investment within retail and consumer packaged goods utilizing AI is 3.45x. Now, this is awesome for PLTR, because with PLTR's AIP boot camps and their marketplace, companies are able to go from nothing to a use case in just a few days. We talked about this. But what this means is that these companies are hungry. They are biting at the bullet, trying to get involved with AI and trying to get involved with incorporating that into their business if they can get a return on investment of 3.45x, increasing efficiency, increasing productivity, decreasing these additional costs that AI can help fix, it can help automate. These companies are looking to get into the process. PLTR is a leading competitor and is one of the best players in the game at actually bringing a real utility case to the AI industry. So great to see here, and I think we're only going to see demand increase. Specifically, what we saw with the last quarter earnings reports, the large increase that we saw in commercial customer count and commercial revenue. I think my prediction, we're still going to continue to see an increase with that, especially with this is a win-win situation with these companies, like I said, that are trying to get involved with AI, and everybody's talking about right now. So this boom is continuing to be a big player. And this leads me to this last article I want to talk about here, talking about the next once-in-a-generation tech stocks to buy. PLTR, Yahoo Finance talks about this, saying that it is on the list. And that is because PLTR, where it sits right now in terms of market cap, is at 50 billion. And even if this stock does settle down a little bit, once we do see a pullback in the economy, that could be great entry points for people that are waiting for more of a value-oriented type stock. And when people aren't talking about PLTR, that could be awesome. If people, that's actually going to happen because people keep continuing to talk about PLTR. But in short, PLTR could experience an NVIDIA type moment at any time. And what do you mean by the NVIDIA type moment? If you look right here, look at NVIDIA's growth within the previous last year is astronomical, going here from $500 to $888. Remember, PLTR has less than 500 customers right now. And with the amount of clients that are out there, this market share that can trickle into PLTR, I think, is beyond our comprehension. And that it talks and it seems extremely bullish, but I'm not talking about PLTR for the short term right here. I'm talking and looking at PLTR over the whole next decade. And I think that's where we're going to continue to see growth, and we're going to continue to see AI really revolutionizing our culture in our society. And I think PLTR is going to play a large part in that. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, if you guys want to stay in tune, if you want to get all the biggest updates in the AI stocks, we've been covering PLTR specifically, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like, give a cheers to the channel's growing, and I can't thank you guys enough for watching. We're approaching 14,000 subscribers. If you made it to the end of the video, I just really wanted to show the appreciation, say thank you guys, and I hope you guys take care. Peace out. Do your own risk assessment out there. Make sure you always do your own due diligence, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a great week. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we have a lot to talk about coming up this week. Peace out.